Just because a part of your garden is shady doesn't mean it has to be boring. In fact, shade gardens can be some of the most calming and beautiful spaces if you know what to plant. And no, it's not all just hostas and ferns. In this video, we're sharing 7 easy shade-loving perennials that do more than survive in the shadows. They actually brighten those quiet corners with texture, color, and even blooms. These plants are low maintenance, beginner-friendly, and perfect for transforming dark spots into lush garden gems. So if you've been staring at that shady corner wondering what to do with it, this list is your answer. Let's get into it. First up, the classic shade hero, hosta. With its wide, sculptural leaves and endless color variations, from icy blue to golden lime, hosta adds bold texture to any shady area. Some varieties stay compact, while others grow into leafy giants, perfect for filling space fast. Even without flowers, they're a showstopper. Hostas love partial to full shade and moist, well-drained soil. They're easy to grow and low maintenance once established. Just keep an eye out for slugs, especially in wet weather, and water them during long dry spells. Use them under trees, along shady pathways, or near patios where their dramatic foliage can really shine. They pair beautifully with ferns, coral bells, and foam flowers for a layered shade garden full of contrast. Next, we bring in color with the vibrant heuchera. Heuchera is all about the foliage: deep purples, glowing lime greens, smoky ambers, and even silver-veined patterns. These low-growing perennials make shady areas pop with color all season long. Some varieties also send up delicate flower spikes in spring and summer. They grow well in part shade to full shade and prefer well-drained soil. Heuchera doesn't like soggy roots, so avoid overwatering. In many zones, the foliage is semi-evergreen, keeping your garden colorful even in cooler months. Try planting heuchera along the front of borders, in containers, or massed for a colorful ground layer. They're perfect for adding contrast to broader-leafed plants like hostas or Japanese forest grass. Third on our list is the feathery elegance of astilbe. Astilbe adds a soft, romantic feel to shade gardens with its plume-like flowers in shades of pink, white, or red. The fern-like foliage looks great even when it's not blooming, making it a plant with true multi-season appeal. Astilbe thrives in part to full shade and moist, rich soil. Unlike many shade plants, it needs consistent moisture, so mulching and regular watering are key. It's also deer-resistant, which is a big bonus. Use astilbe in drifts along woodland paths or near shady water features. It looks amazing paired with hostas or foam flower and adds vertical interest without being too tall or overpowering. At number 4, the delicate and charming foam flower. Tyrella brings both beautiful foliage and soft spring flowers to your shade garden. Its leaves often have striking dark markings, and its fluffy white or pink flower spikes rise like tiny fireworks above the foliage. It's a native woodland plant that thrives in low light. Foam flower prefers part to full shade and rich, consistently moist soil. It spreads gently by runners, making it a great ground cover for shady spots. It's also resistant to deer and rabbits, making it easier to maintain. Tuck Tyrella into shady borders, under shrubs, or along stone paths. It's ideal for adding brightness and softness to spots where larger perennials might feel too heavy. Next up, liriope, the dependable ground cover with a secret show. Liriope looks like an ornamental grass, but it's actually a flowering perennial. Its strappy green leaves stay neat year-round, and in late summer, it sends up lovely purple flower spikes followed by dark berries. It's super tough, adaptable, and happy in both sun and shade. It thrives in part to full shade and tolerates dry soil once established. Liriope can handle neglect, making it perfect for low-maintenance gardeners. Just shear it back in early spring to freshen the foliage. Use it as edging along paths, around trees, or to fill in under shrubs. It works well with just about any shade plant, and it's one of the few perennials that can double as a tidy lawn alternative. At number 6, the graceful and glowing Japanese forest grass. Hayconnect floa is prized for its arching, bamboo-like leaves that come in glowing shades of gold, green, or variegated cream. Its movement and soft texture add elegance to any shade garden, and it lights up dim spaces like nothing else. It prefers part shade to full shade and moist, well-drained soil. It can be slow to get going in the first year, but once settled, it forms beautiful cascading mounds that are hard to ignore. Planted on slopes at the edge of borders or spilling over walls and containers. It pairs beautifully with bold-leaved plants like hostas or dark-colored heucheras for a designer-level contrast. And finally, the iconic bleeding heart. This old-fashioned favorite brings elegance and charm to shady corners with its arching stems of heart-shaped pink or white flowers. It's one of the first perennials to bloom in spring, and its soft green foliage fills in beautifully under trees or in woodland gardens. Bleeding heart thrives in part to full shade and prefers moist, rich soil. Once summer heat arrives, it may go dormant, so plant it with summer perennials that can take over visually when it fades back. Use it in romantic gardens, woodland borders, or alongside ferns and astilbe. The flowers are eye-catching up close, but just as magical when viewed from a distance. Shade doesn't have to mean dull. These 7 perennials prove that even the darkest corners of your garden can be filled with life, color, and texture. Whether you're working with deep woodland shade or just a quiet corner behind the house, these plants are easy to grow and rewarding to have. Mix and match them to build a garden that feels peaceful, layered, and full of visual interest all season long. And the best part, once they're in, they'll keep coming back year after year. No stress, no sunburn. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy planting!